Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is qualifying for race number 11 in season number 3 of the NOFSRL ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme. Only 3 races left until we crown a champion on December 18th, and we got ourselves the 34 drivers looking to qualify here from the Kentucky Speedway, the Crosley Brams 150 tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. We got a doubleheader tomorrow night with the ARCA Series and then the Truck Series at 7 right here from the Kentucky Speedway. So everybody's going to be racing here tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very fun weekend here from Kentucky. The racing we get here is certainly a lot better than the Indianapolis Raceway Park. I'll be honest, that race was a little meh, but this one won't be. And here is the defending race winner of the Crosley Brams 150, Nathan Stapleton in number 15. He still got a shot at the championship. I believe it's about 27 points off our points leader, Julius Anderson. The points in this series are exceptionally tight. Not at all like that in the Truck Series, but here we got a lot of guys who could take the points lead at the end of this race, and top 11 are all separated by less than 24 points. Julius Anderson is the points leader. He took it away from Lauren Martinez at the Indianapolis Raceway Park last week. He's got 230 points towards the championship. Ryan Kinghart is now second, 10 points behind. Matthew Phillips is now 13 points behind, and Fisher G is 16 points behind. Lauren Martinez fell all the way back to 5th in the points, 17 behind. And we'll try to locate our points leader, number 23, I should say. Julius Anderson, and there he is, right now 6th fastest. Fastest guy in town right now is Ace Garcia. And Adam Pinchon, Ace Garcia, and Derek Campbell are all tied for 6th in the points, 19 behind. Juan Garcia, Nick Kennedy, Jonathan Wong all tied for 9th in the points, 23 behind coming into this race. So we got 2 three-way ties past the top 5 in points, and they're right on the top 5 in points as well. So watch out for one of those guys possibly sneaking a win here today, and maybe, should I say tomorrow, they're not going to win today, but sneaking a win tomorrow and possibly taking the points away from Julius Anderson. Remember, we only got 3 races left. Got this, Kansas, and Talladega. And a lot can happen in those 3 races because the passing of these 3 places, especially Kentucky and Talladega, is very frequent. Kansas, not so much. We do get passing there, but it's not as frequent as the other 2 places. But either way, it's going to be a wild fight to the championship here in the ARCA Series. Only 3 races left in the season. Number 34 of Jonathan Wong fastest. That might change with this group of cars right here. The draft will still come into play for these guys, and Jonathan Wong still holds on to the top position in the number 34 machine. He's right behind Marty Johnson, getting a draft on him. And at the moment, Jonathan Wong would start on the pole for the Crosley Brams 150 tomorrow night here at Kentucky. And of course, this is the old version of Kentucky, and there goes our points leader at the top of the board. Julius Anderson, now with the fastest time in qualifying. Now Trey Bartow to the top of the board in the 18. Haven't seen that in a while. And then Stapleton went ahead, the defending Kentucky winner, to take it away in the number 15. And we got ourselves the 2 defending champions of the ARCA Series. 1-2 right now. Nathan Stapleton and Nick Smith. And there's Stapleton in the number 15. He's got the fastest time in qualifying right now, with Nick Smith, Trey Bartow, Thomas Troxell, and Dylan Young in the top 5. Julius Anderson, Jonathan Wong, Erica Douglas, Matthew Phillips, and Jack Cabarrus the top 10. And Stapleton holding on to the top spot right now in the number 15. And it looks like he might get it here. There's Adam Pinchon still going for his first win since 2015. He's been doing a very good job this season. He's only 19 points off the points lead. So we'll have to see if he has a shot at it in these final 3 races. Right now, though, he's 33rd fastest. Not exactly where he wants to be. But here at Kentucky, you can move your way from the back to the front very easily. So watch out for these guys possibly doing that in tomorrow night's event. ARCA will be at 6. The Trucks will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So we got a doubleheader here from Kentucky with both series going on. Top of the board, our last winner here in the ARCA Series. Julio Cesar got the win at IRP, got a good starting position, and on that one restart that we had a pass, he got to the inside of Isaac Rudman to take it away, and now he's going to go 2 in a row here in the ARCA Series, become the 3rd driver this season to win multiple races, joining Fisher G and Brad Stover if he can possibly do it. And starting from the pole isn't a bad place at any place we go to, and Julio Cesar now holds the top spot ahead of Nathan Stapleton, Nick Smith, Matthew Phillips, and Trey Bartow. Adam Pinchon has moved his way to 6th, with Thomas Troxel, Nick Kennedy, Erica Douglas, and Tuji Yarmachuk, the top 10. But Cesar, the fastest guy in town, and after the clock runs out here, I believe that'll do it for qualifying in the Crosley Brams 150 from Kentucky. Julio Cesar will start on the pole with Nathan Stapleton alongside in the 20-lap event tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. There are the rest of the results right there for qualifying. And it does appear that we had no ties out there on the racetrack, which means that is how they will line up for tomorrow's 20-lap event from Kentucky. Now let's get the trucks out here and see who qualifies on pole for the Buckle Up in Your Truck 225 for tomorrow's truck race at 7. Congratulations to Julio Cesar on the pole, and I will see you guys later. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and we are here to qualify for race number 12 in season number 5 of the NOFSRL Turkey Hill Truck Series. We are here at the Kentucky Speedway. Tomorrow night's Buckle Up in Your Truck 225, and yesterday Roger Ray got the win at Bristol. This is his 3rd win of the season. He comes into this thing only 16 points behind our points leader, Andrew Ross. But in this race, anything's possible. Get a lot of passing here. These guys slide up the racetrack. We get 4 wide and all that. But for the most part, we usually don't wreck here at Kentucky. So definitely one of the more unique races we have during the season here. We got a very unique points battle here as well. Unlike in the ARCA Series where everybody's on each other, we only have 4 guys who could take the points lead. Leave this Kentucky race the points leader at the end of the night tomorrow night. It's Andrew Ross, 297 points for him. Now John Arndt, who has won here before Kentucky. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's won this specific race before as well. He's only 3 points behind Andrew Ross. Roger Ray, our last winner, 16 points behind him. Dale Salzman, 18 points behind next. Gal in line is Audra Baranowskis, 48 points behind in 5th. So the top 4 have effectively pulled away from the rest of the field in points. There's your points leader, Andrew Ross, in the number 21. And he lost a little bit of ground at Bristol to John Arndt, but not too much. Both of those guys finished very high in the field. I believe John Arndt might have been runner-up at Bristol on Wednesday, or yesterday, I should say, because that's when the race was yesterday. But either way, it's going to be a very tight points battle for these guys, and this is a very, very interesting schedule for these guys. They raced yesterday, and they qualify today, and they race again tomorrow, so 2 very close races to each other. There's John Arndt in the 05, and John Arndt only 3 points behind, so 3 positions on Andrew Ross, and he'll tie and take the points lead because he's got more wins than Andrew Ross does. Right now, Nicholas Samadeo holds the fastest time in qualifying. 30.866. Actually, no, that's Zach DeLello now who has taken the fastest time in the number 45. Garrett Sonor to the top of the board with Andrew Ross. And the 16 of Sonor still going for that first win in over a year. Not sure if it's going to happen this year or not. He's come close a few times, but hasn't worked out too well for him. He was running up front at Bristol yesterday and wrecked out late in the going. It was a tough break for him. Igor Barreto top of the board in the number 12 machine, and looking pretty fast right now. Zachary DeLello especially looking fast. He's back up to the top of the board with Johnny Gardner in 2nd. Diego Pez now 3rd. Barreto, Sonor, Mark Davidson, and the 06, somebody completely different. Eli Bright to the top of the board. Now Nicholas Samadeo taking it away. And now Joe Jefferson taking it away with John Arndt now in 2nd. And there's the 05, 2nd fastest right now in Kentucky qualifying. Now where you start here doesn't matter too much. It's a 30-lap race. And every single lap, these guys are going to be on each other. The closing right here at Kentucky is unbelievable. Have you ever seen a race here that we've done? These guys close into each other like crazy. And you can see the difference in speed right here. John Arndt compared to Alexander Rowe right there. You get stuck in that outside lane, you just don't get the run. But if you're on the inside lane, you're going places. And that's what we're going to see in tomorrow night's race with both the ARCA Series and the Truck Series. Like I said, the ARCA Series at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then the Truck Series at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Looking forward to the doubleheader for the ARCA Series and the Truck Series, and they're both going to be fantastic races. I've already recorded the ARCA Series, just finished that up. It was a pretty good show, in my opinion. Joe Jefferson not on top of the board anymore, because Audra Baranowskis just took the top position away right behind him. A 30.585 for the 04 machine, and Jaewong Racing. And Baranowska still has a chance at this championship. Of course, it's only race 12 of 17. There's still 6 races left to go in the season. At Kentucky, we got Darlington on Wednesday, Las Vegas next Saturday morning, Talladega the Wednesday after that, Phoenix that Saturday morning, and then Christmas Day, the finale at Homestead. Eli Bright, Baranowska's teammate, is now second, with Johnny Gardner, Daniel McMillan, and Jaden Scott, Nicholas Samadillo, Alexander Rowe, and now Emily Anderson, an all-female front row right now. And never mind, Daniel McMillan, top of the board in the 52. Emily Anderson had it for a short moment. McMillan took it away in the number 52 machine. That might be the pole-winning lap right there. It's going to be, I think, 30 more seconds added to the clock, and then that'll be it. Looks like it's going to be Daniel McMillan, Emily Anderson on the front row for Kentucky, with Audra Baranowskis and Eli Bright in row 2, Johnny Gardner, Jaden Scott, Nicholas Samadillo, Alexander Rowe, Joe Jefferson, and Joe Rutkowski, the Texas World winner from last week. Right now, the 10th fastest guy in town. Let's see if this is going to be it. And it will. Daniel McMillan with the pole at Kentucky. That's his first pole of the season for the Halmar Racing team. Good to see that driver right there. It's been a while since he's gotten a win. Been since Rockingham in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series earlier this year, since he's won a race. So watch out for him in tomorrow night's event. Emily Anderson, Audra Baranowskis, Eli Bright. Of course, I already went through the top 10. Don't need to say it again. Take a look at the rest of the results right there. Now, that's an interesting one right here. Dale Salzman, who's only 18 points behind Andrew Ross coming in this race, going to be starting dead last tomorrow. The only guy to not hit 30 seconds in this qualifying session. So we'll have to see how that affects the championship. It's 30 laps. I think it's a lot of time for Salzman to move his way from the back to the front, and that's very possible here at Kentucky. It's anyone's game for this event. Completely unlike Bristol on Wednesday, but either way, that is how they will line up. I do not see any ties, and no tiebreakers needed, so we're going to go ahead and line them up just like that for the Buckle Up in Your Truck 225 right here from the Kentucky Speedway tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Daniel McMillan will lead the field in the number 52. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the doubleheader with the ARCA Series at 6 and the Trucks at 7 right here from the Kentucky Speedway. I will see you guys later.